Terry Bryant, and I'm from Tennessee. I grew up in Mount Juliet.
My name is Daniel Wise. I'm 34 years old. Live in Antioch with my beautiful wife and my kids.
My name is Gina Evangelista, and I am originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I've been in Nashville for 10 years.
Mario Escalante, and grew up in actually Maryland.
My name's Abby Escalante, and I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I was the oldest of two. I have a sister and brother that I grew up with. And we grew up with my grandmother, so it was my mom and my sister and brother, and then my grandmother was in the house. I had to oversee my sister and brother, so maybe they probably would say I was bossy. So as a little girl, Christmas was my favorite time of the year. That was even bigger than birthdays. That was when we'd get our gifts, like gifts for the year. So we didn't get a lot throughout the year, not a big celebration around our birthdays, but Christmas was a big deal. My mother would set things up in the living room, and it wouldn't be wrapped. We each had a stocking with our name on it, and she would set our gifts up out in the open on the sofa and in the chair and just all over the floor. And so it was always exciting to just peek around the corner. It's like, Christmas, everybody wake up. So I'd be the one to wake up my sister and my brother and get everybody up in the house.
I was great in school, academically. If you look at the behavior-wise, maybe not so much. Growing up, it was pretty small most of the time. My dad, when he was around, my mom and my grandmother, maybe my uncle sometimes was in and out of there, but yeah. I think just the whole experience of Christmas, the lights, the music changes, the weather changes, you break out the sweaters and everybody just seems to get a little bit nicer. My teen years, as my troublesome side got a little more rampant, I could definitely count on Christmas time to be a time of recentering, and all this craziness that was going on throughout the year. I knew I could be home and to just be safe.
Our family has a non-traditional tradition for Christmas. I didn't realize that other people ate like a turkey or a ham or something on Christmas, because my family does Christmas nachos. When we were really little, my parents tried to do like the traditional family meal, and they realized they were spending the entire day in the kitchen to cook up a meal that we didn't even want to eat, and they were missing out on time being with us while we were playing with our toys. And so they decided when we were really little, they're like, we're just gonna make nachos, and it's gonna be done in 20 minutes, and our kids will eat it, and we'll actually get to like be with our kids and play with our kids all day on Christmas and enjoy. And that has stuck around. Now all of the kids are grown, all the kids have their own kids, and we still have Christmas nachos every year. So that's like such a fun tradition, something that I always look forward to even now as an adult.
My mom would always make us hot chocolate and big breakfast before we opened presents, so that was like always kind of fun to kind of sip, and it almost felt like you were having coffee, but it was really just hot chocolate as a kid, so I felt like I was older.
I think waking up to snow was my favorite part, but sometimes there wouldn't be snow, and one year my sister cut up a bunch of snowflakes and put them all over the windows and made like snow out of that like puffy snow thing, and so it was still a white Christmas. But that and just being with family was my favorite part. I had a big family, especially on my dad's side. We're Lebanese, so we had a huge family there. So we would always go to Cleveland, where a lot of them live, and do Christmas there. And then my parents were divorced when I was in the second grade, so we would do part at my mom's and then part at my dad's. So we had a lot of family time, I guess.
My parents were divorced as well, so I never knew them together, but we would always go to my mom's side of the family, who lived in northern Kentucky, which was right by Cincinnati. So we would sometimes drive in to northern Kentucky, and then all of our mom's side of the family, we would all get together and do Christmas dinner.
Because of Jesus, I am whole.
I didn't know that you could do that. Like, I just didn't realize that that could be for me. I literally don't think that I would be alive without him.
In that moment, it shifted my life, and I saw what the truth was, and I saw the truth of who Jesus is in my life. It just changed my life forever.